I also have coaches at different times in my life to help me get clarity, because basically it's hard to see the wood from the trees when you're one of the trees. But knowing that is kind of my mission, to help other people have clarity and use my experience and all of the studying, practical life experience in helping high-level performers. Hi everyone. I just want to say off the bat, it's actually quite difficult doing a recording each time for YouTube. It's a lot harder than just doing the audio, but I am enjoying it. Today I want to talk about goal setting and goals in general. Now, some of you may have heard a podcast before about goals from the heart, which I really believe in, that it's important for us to really set goals that we know for sure that we can accomplish. In that, I mean, we have to learn to trust ourselves as people, because if we trust ourselves as people, then we're going to go a lot further in life, and we can't expect other people to trust us when we can't even trust ourselves. Now, of course, we're all human and we say we're going to do things and don't always get round to it, but by and large, you need to. And I think that goes for goal setting as well. Set a goal from your heart that you know there's a damn good chance you're going to succeed in achieving it, rather than something that just sounds really good but you probably got no chance of achieving it immediately, and maybe just too ambitious for where you are at this point in life. For example, if you've never run a marathon before, don't say that, I'm going to run a marathon in a month's time, when you just don't have the time to do the training. You could say, I'm going to walk a marathon maybe in a month's time, but yes, maybe I'm talking a bit of shit here, because there are some people who are naturally gifted as athletes and can probably do it. But you got to know yourself. Anyway, I'm also going to talk about goals in terms of where you are in life, and they should be evolving all the time. For instance, when I was younger, I would have died for a sports car. But when I had the money to get a sports car, I decided to get an Audi A6 Cruiser, because I was doing a lot of miles, and that car was just so comfortable on long runs and so quiet. And a sports car would have been very, very impractical, and the desire to have one had definitely waned. And now, at my stage in life, an SUV sitting higher up kind of appeals more. So whilst that was a burning goal when I was young, I evolved as a person. And what would be the point in just buying a sports car to achieve a goal when it was no longer something that really resonated with me? If you're somebody who really, really knows what you want, I think that is fabulous. And I have a pretty lively mind, so there's a lot of things that fascinate me. But one thing I think is helpful is knowing what your kind of mission is in life. And mine is to bring clarity to people. And I really enjoy doing that, because when people get clarity and perceive things in a positive way for them, really nice things happen in their lives. And that gives me a good feeling. Now, interestingly, like everybody, finding my own personal clarity is, not that easy. So I also have coaches at different times in my life to help me get clarity, because basically it's hard to see the wood from the trees when you're one of the trees. But knowing that that is kind of my mission, to help other people have clarity and use my experience and all of the studying and practical life experience in helping really high-level performers, gives me real confidence in what I do. But around that, the goals that come around that in how to do this, and with so many different forms of social media and so much to choose from, that sort of goal setting and what to use and when to do things is where I need help and where I get help. So, bottom line is, I think it's really important to set goals that align with your identity, and also to not be stuck on goals where you're not going to ever change them just because you set a goal. That way, I think that flexibility allows you to keep evolving as a person. And like everything in life, we know ourselves whether we're just ditching a goal because we can't be asked to do it, or whether it's just genuinely something that we no longer really feel we have to do. Anyway, hope that helps. I hope I wasn't confusing you. Here I am saying that I'm trying to bring you clarity, and maybe I've just confused the issue, but hopefully something out of there, you can get some clarity. Thank you.